everyone and welcome. My name's Kylie Welch and I'm the founder of Brisbane Woman, and I'd like to welcome you to our Business Success Series where we're bringing you valuable tips and strategies to help you make your business more profitable. Now I wanted to talk to you today about publicity and PR and what an awesome free tool this is that you can utilise as a business owner. Now I've worked as a journalist and in PR, writing press releases all day for crazy sorts of things for clients, so I understand both sides of it. But what is important is that if you're a business owner, you really have to take your business owner hat off when you're writing a press release. Now, I'll give you an example of that. I was working with one of the Brisbane Woman members who had a successful finance business, and she wrote a book about marrying different money personalities. You know, some people are a spender, some people are savers, some people are a mixture of both. And basically we could have, sent forward a press release saying, hey, look, I've got this business and this is what we're teaching people. But instead we went from the angle of the fact that unfortunately financial problems and financial conflict is the main reason that couples or relationships dissolve. So if we go from that angle, which is topical of interest, it's the human interest element, then that's likely to be much more successful. So you really need to think about with your business, what is newsworthy first of all, or if you can't think of anything that's particularly newsworthy, think about how you can go for the human element. That's always going to be, of interest and something that is likely to get published. Another lady wrote a book about cheap places to eat in Brisbane. Now, instead of just saying, book launch or book release about this, what she did was look at, or what we did, I should say, was look at, the global financial crisis at the time and how challenging it became then for families to go out for dinner together, and looking at the family unit and what they can do about this. So the story of the book and the publication of that came through that story. We didn't send it directly about the launch of this new book. So that's just some little examples. It's about taking the business owner hat off and thinking about, what angle can I come from? How can I relate it to what's either newsworthy or topical at the moment, and then also, or if not either of those two, what's the human element I can relate to it. Now, you can quite easily just Google, I think it's free press release template. There's heaps of information there about how to set it up, about your headline, what you put in your first paragraph, who, what, when, where and how, what you put in your second paragraph. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through that now, but I did want to say that it is important that you form a relationship with your journalist. So, one of the best ways to do that is basically you need to send through a one-page press release and not to have any heavy attachments. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to download your email because someone sent through a mega file of some picture of them standing outside their shop opening or something like that as an example. So really important, keep your press release to one page. Make sure that you ring the publication and get the name of the editor and their direct email address. It's a waste of time sending press releases through to general emails. It never gets through. You need to have the name of the editor, and then you ring a day later, follow up, and then you can ring a day later again, or leave it a couple of days, but no more than 2 phone calls. And make sure that if you send a press release that you have your mobile phone with you, because if a journalist is hot on a story and they want to speak to you, they're not going to call back. Okay, so it's really, really important that you have that. I suppose the other thing is about being consistent. It may not happen the first time you send it through, but if you're sending through a press release fairly regularly, then the journalists will get to know you. Now, at the very least, as a business owner, you should be able to get something published in your local paper. And if you haven't, then you should be trying. So please give it a go. It's like, there's so much opportunity out there and it's thousands of dollars worth of free publicity for you. If you just choose the right angle, demonstrate a lot of respect and courtesy when you're dealing with the journalists. Always find out as well when the newspaper or magazine goes to print, because if I'm ringing up on a Wednesday afternoon and they're going to print on a Thursday morning and the journalist is on deadline, then, and I'm ringing up saying, hi, it's Kylie from Brisbane Woman, just ringing to see if you got my release about my new masterclass online series, I'm probably not going to get a very positive response, am I? But if I'm to ring maybe Thursday afternoon when the newspaper's gone out, and that journalist is probably in a different frame of mind and thinking, oh, I need some new stories, and I perhaps go from the angle, maybe I could look at, rising childcare rates and how that's forcing a lot more mums now to stay at home and look at work from home as an option. And I could bring in my online training as a result of that, because all of these mums are needing training at home. So I hope you can just see the difference there. It really is about thinking about your angle and also about the timing. Really important to get the timing right. Now at Brisbane Woman, we're all about taking action for business success and also sharing our success stories. So I would love to hear your thoughts on, have you done this before? If you're willing to give it a go, and tell us about how you have gone. I know within the Brisbane Woman community, there are loads of women who are writing press releases and getting really amazing results. And the point to remember as well is that once it gets published in a local magazine or even a local newspaper, it's much more likely to be seen by the television stations. So I know someone within the community who, at the time, they were, who wrote a book about, enjoying your job and that sort of area, and then a local newspaper contacted her because it was when, everyone was doing the big promotions about, the Queensland Dream Job and that sort of thing. But then one of the television stations saw it because they were doing a promotion on a different topic altogether, but it's somehow related, and they thought, oh, hang on, she might be a good person to interview. So she ended up getting on television as a result of that. So anything is possible, and it's just amazing what that can do for your business. And it's not a direct advertisement, but it's amazing free publicity. So please give it a go, and I look forward to hearing about your successes. See you next week. Bye.